Welcome, race fans, and welcome to United Dirt Sim Series known as UDSS. And welcome, Pushing the Cushion production for the live streaming here tonight at USA International. Tonight's race is the 360 Unity Series. This is our third race of a 10-race series, so it should be exciting here tonight. We had our first race was at Volusia, and we had a total of 36 entries on our first race event 2 weeks ago. And now we're at Limaland the week before, and we had 39 entries. And tonight, USA International, it looks like we're going to have about 39 cars that's going to qualify. We have 45 on the roster. We don't know who's going to qualify or who's loading their car up in the trailer, who blew a motor. We don't know any of that until qualifying starts in 8 minutes and 15 seconds from now. But we have some top drivers here tonight in the Unity Series. We got Aaron Gurewitz, Billy Brickley, Mark Jessup that did an outstanding job in the 410s last night, coming through the alphabets from the C main to the B main and finishing sixth in the A. You have Darren Detweiler, just ran the 305 Gold Series. He just finished the third place and had to start in the back of the pack because of car damage. You got Caleb Harmon, Austin Stern, Justin Stoles, Brian Kozak. Kozak just finished second place in the 305. We got a race tonight for you race fan that's going to be off the hook. And if it's not off the hook, some of these drivers' cars, I'm sure, are going to be on the hook because this is a no give, no take. It's going to be straight up hardcore racing, working the bottom, going to the top. I think anything's going to happen. Coming out of turn 4, there's a big crater. These 360s are going to fill it. The 305s didn't fill it that much because of the low on horsepower. The 410s felt it last night. I thought some of these sprint cars were going to the moon. They were launching so bad. If you don't hit that crater right coming out of turn 4, coming on the straightaway, it's going to launch the car and wag the dog's tail. And when it wags the dog's tail and you got someone hot on your tail, the dog's going to sniff, and if the dog can't sniff, it's not going to hunt. So you got to keep our eyes on cars coming out of turn 4 later in the race in the final main event. So we're going to work down our line. We're going to see Scott Kimbrough. Kimbrough, one of my buddies, is in this. Scotty's never run sprint car. He's a road racer. Great friend. He's the one that got me totally hooked up into the sim racing. He built my rig. Trust me, race fans, I have a really nice rig. And it's too bad that they got a guy with no talent having this rig here at his home because Scott Kimbrough put the entire packet together for me. He put in the system. We bought a computer. We put in triple screen. He's did everything. But what I'm going to really tell you about Scott Kimbrough, this guy's a perfection. Doesn't race sprint cars maybe 2 or 3 times. Keep your eye on him. He's a very talented driver. He hits his marks on time, and he's smart. So we're going to keep our eye on the number 3 of Scott Kimbrough. Dustin Sargent's here. Steve Mueller is here. Nathan Kropa's here. Chris Jones ran the 410s last night. Billy Raleigh's out there. Randy Shreves. Randy ran good in the 305s earlier. I think he got like maybe the 4th or 5th spot. Dante Brown, Ron Meester, David Carnes. We got stacked house. Hunter Crum. We're gonna have some fun racing tonight. It's going to be an action pack. Let's see if we can catch somebody on the track. Nobody's on the track right now with 525. Nobody's really practicing. The track's kind of like dead out there. Like, did the track get dry and everybody doesn't want to race the dry? Let's see if we can pick up. I think Mark Jessup is on the track. He's got to be on the track. Mark always gets on the track. Let's see if we could find Mark. Mark is he likes to run hard. He runs hard, runs smooth. Did Mark get a new number tonight? I don't see him in the number 14. So yeah, it's not the he's number 19 tonight. So Mark is number 19 tonight. He doesn't get his old 14. So we're going to see if we can catch Mark. That beautiful candy color. That red and white candy cane. Nurses love that color. Dude, I bet if there's some nurses inside the pit area, I bet he came off the track, they would want his autograph or give him a big hug because that's a big red and white candy cane colored car. Gorgeous car. Gorgeous. So right now up on practice, we're just talking practice with 4:21 left before qualifying. The qualifying right now in the practice is you got up on the leaderboard, you got Aaron Gurewitz with an 18.503. Billy Brickley with an 18.548. Mark Jessup with an 18.6. Darren Detweiler, 18.601. Caleb Harmon with an 18.601. Austin Stern with an 18.625. Justin Stolz with 18.652. So the top 10 cars, let me, separated by 3/100,000ths of a second. But if you look back from the 9th qualifier to about the 15th qualifier, you're talking less than 70 thousandths. That's not even a front tire. So this is going to be some exciting racing right now. The 360 Unity Series, we'd like to thank our sponsor for coming on board, Jessup Logistics, Design Metal Art, Sofa King Fast Sim Sports, and our production company of Pushin' the Cushion Production. What a name. Look at that beautiful paint job. Got dirt on the tires. You got Speed World Hobbies, 1/8 scale, 1/10 scale, Nitro Racing at its finest, and Works Graphics. Dave Ward is our painter for Works Graphic. If you want your car painted, call up Dave. Any of you race fans out there, if you'd like to try to join us here at United Dirt Sim Series, please go to our Facebook, YouTube, look up United Dirt Sim Series, like us, like our page, share our page, send us a message that you want to get involved, and we'll get you involved and get you into one of our series races. We have a 305 Silver Series with racers under 2,000. You have a 305 Gold Series if you have a I rating over 2,000. We have a 410 class. We have a 360 class. We just joined ventures in Midwest Modifieds. We have a UMP class that should be starting next week. UDSS is we're excited right now. We're so excited that we're getting into a lot of ventures of classes for more racers to join us. We got a great staff, great administrator, great CEO. We work on every race as much as we can possible. If we have instances, we don't care who you are. If you get a penalty, you're going to get a penalty. There's no favoritism here at UDSS. There's no people bashing each other on Discords, or there's none of that. We keep it as clean as possible. If you want to race with us and be professional with us, you got to act professional. Naturally, everybody puts their helmet on backwards, and we're going to get sliders that go wrong. We're going to get collected the back of somebody. But again, we're going to handle it in a professional manner and make sure that we hand out penalties accordingly, because again, we want to keep the people that want to race hard and have fun. So racing incidents has happened. We're not going to ever get away from that, but we would like to stay green flags as long as possible. And with the talented drivers that are in UDSS right now, I couldn't ask for a better bunch of guys, and I know there's a ton of better, as good as equal guys or better guys that drive the ability and are faster are out there. So come and join us. I'm excited. I'm always excited. My name is Billy Idle, and I'll be your announcer for tonight's Action 360 Unity Series, week number 3. 53 seconds left in practice, and we're going to go right into qualifying. And we're going to do our national anthem in about 5 seconds. So I would like all you race fans and spectators in the stands, please stand, and the national anthem is going to be played right now.
Two-time Grammy and 3-time Academy of Country Music Award winner LeAnn Rimes in the performance of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ringing, the bombs burning.
Sorry, my microphone was turned off, guys. I really apologize. And I was calling the race. It's still Austin Stern in that 5th spot trying to make that transfer. Checkered flag comes out, and the running order was Hunter, Crum, Gurewitz, Hennigan, Brickley make the show. Austin Stern, Sergeant Lawrence, Kimmel, Anders are going to go to the lower mains, probably the B main, and Harvey, Hansen, and Fist going to the C main. I apologize, my microphone was unplugged. We're going to heat number 2, and they're going to be gridding up. What a race, the heat number 1. It was awesome. So row number 1, starting on the inside, number 59, Alex Peck. In the outside of row number 1, in the second spot, number 56, Randy Shreves. In the second row inside, number 79, Billy Raleigh. In the second row outside, number 83, Chance Crum. In the third row inside in the fifth spot, number 45, Justin Brister. And the sixth row, number 54, Chris Jones. In the seventh starting spot in the fourth row, number 1, Blaine Brink. And in the eighth spot, the flagman himself, Alex M.D. Robinson, number 99. Starting the fifth row inside in the ninth position, number 36, Steve Miller. And in the 10th spot outside of row number 5, Timothy Brantley, number 5. Starting in the 6th row inside, Scott Powell, number 14. And in the 12th spot, number 94, Billy Bowerman. Pace truck's coming out. Remember, race fans, pace truck comes out. It's on the flagman. As soon as the pace truck gets all 4 wheels off the track surface, it's up to the flagman to start the green. If anybody jumps, they'll be penalized for the next heat or main event that they're in, and I don't think anybody wants that, because when you got a full field of 24 cars, the last thing that you want to do is start in the back. 8 laps. 4 cars go to the feature. The rest of the cars go to the lower mains, a B or the C main event, possibly a D tonight. So here they come. They're going to come into 1. They're going to come out of 2. We're going to get racing here shortly. You got Peck and Shreves. Peck on the inside in that beautiful all-white car. You say it's beautiful. I say it's clean, but I think it's beautiful. You got 56, Randy Shreves. You got in the inside, Billy Raleigh. In the outside of row number 2, Chance Crum. And Justin Brester in the 5th spot. Chris Jones, number 8, in the 18th in the 6th spot. Imagine there's 18 Chris Jones on ice racing. Here they come down to the green flag coming out of 4. Pace truck gets all 4 tires in pit lane. The flagman's looking, seeing if it's an even pace. Here they go. They're going to go down to green flag action. A great even start with the top 2, Alex Peck and Shreves in the front row. Peck on the bottom, Shreves in the middle. Crum's trying to finish up Raleigh on the bottom. Raleigh was stuck on the bottom a little bit. He's trying to work himself up. You got right now second and third. Shreves slides up into the 83 of Chance Crum. Doesn't collect him, just slides him up a little bit, gives him a scare. Here's the battle now. It's still Peck, Shreves, Raleigh, and Crum in that running order. So your leader, number 79, Billy Raleigh, all by himself out in front by about a car length and a half and some change. He's starting to leave the pack right now, coming out of 4, down the front straightaway. The spectators are standing waving their hot dogs at Billy Raleigh saying, "Go Billy, number 79." And he is jamming. He is starting to stretch out a lead now to 1.4 seconds, about a quarter car length every lap. Alex Peck in that second spot. Randy Shreves in the third. Jance Crum in the fourth. Chris Jones in the fifth spot. The battle right now is for second, third, and fourth. Let's get our camera over on Randy Shreves in the middle spot of the third position. Billy Raleigh starting to check out. Shreve stuck in the middle, trying to make an underneath move on Peck. Doesn't get it done. Comes out of turn 4, down the front straightaway. Who's got the horsepower? Who's got the wing forwards? It's pretty much right now, pretty much running right nose to tail. Coming now out of turn number 2. So your lineup for the transfer is Raleigh, your leader, starting to check out. We'll put our camera on him shortly with 3 laps to go. It's Peck, Shreves, and Crum in that running order. No battle for the 5th spot. The transfer in hand. It's up to Raleigh, Peck, and Shreves and Crum not to make a mistake. It's up to them. Are they going to be content staying single file, or is somebody say, I want one row up, and they're going to make a move that's probably not the smartest move, especially with them sitting 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's get back to your leader now, Billy Raleigh, number 79, sitting by himself, pulling a big, we got a crash in turn 2. Car upside down. Final lap. No yellow flag. Raleigh's going to come across the win. Let's see in the running order who's going to get second, third, and fourth. Nobody battling for the 5th spot, and it looks like Raleigh with the win. Alex Peck second. Randy Shreves in the third. Chance Crum in the fourth. Justin Brister in the 5th. Brister, Mueller, Robinson, and Brantley probably go to the B. Jones, Pav, Brink, and Bowerman will go to the C. But we'll see how all that gets gathered and puts together and shake it in the box and lay those numbers out and see where it falls. Here we go to heat race number 3, starting to grid up. Pace truck's going to get out on the track here shortly. We're going to go in starting grid row number 1. 06 Rylan Gray. In the second spot outside of the front row, Jared Shipwreck Shipley, number 42. In the second row inside in the third spot, number 19. The man was on a mission last night. If you would have saw the drive in the 410s, you'd have been so proud of this guy. This guy was on a mission. In the third spot, Mark Jessup. In the fourth spot, number 97, Alex Hanna. In the 5th spot, row number 3, inside, Caleb Harmon, number 11. And in the 6th spot, outside row number 3, Scott, the SK Rocket Kimbrough. And starting in row number 4, in the 7th spot, Aiden Berlin in number 15, and in the 8th position, outside 4th row, Dante Brown, number 24. In the 5th row, inside in the 9th spot, number 92, Will Sargent. And in the outside of row number 5, in the 10th spot, Anthony Goyette. Goyette Trucking, number 33. He should be fast tonight. We'll keep our eyes on him. Just starting to race with the sprint cars a little bit more this year, so we're going to keep our eye on him. In the starting row number 6, in the 11th spot, Tyler Clowes, number 9. And in the 12th spot, his first race in a sprint car, and number 30, Clarence Otto Rosa. Starting row 7th is pretty much empty right now. They're going to have 2 ghost cars back there that didn't make the grid. So let's get our eyes on Rylan Gray in the 06. He's going to lead us off to the green flag, and we're going to go from there with our cameras and shoot whatever is exciting for you race fans to enjoy here with United Dirt Sim Series, Pushing the Cushion production. Heat races, there's no yellows. Top 4 cars transfer to the A. The rest of the cars go to the lower mains. No yellows again under heat races, only in the A main feature. In the lower mains, if the accident does happen, we could pull the yellow out, and there is no jumping the starts. It's all on the flagman. Here they go, coming down to the green, down that long straightaway, 3/4 mile clay oval, long paper clip. It's the 06 of Rylan Gray, and number 12 gets underneath it, Shipley, Mark Jessup, Alex Hanna. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jessup doing what he did last night, working the bottom side in that red and white number 14, coming off right there, getting on. He had a good dinner last night. He said his wife made him a good dinner. It made him stronger. it's awesome. I hope he had a good dinner tonight because the field's going to be a lot stronger. Jessup still on the bottom in that fourth spot. It's right now Shipley in that second spot. Ryland Gray in the lead. Jessup still working that bottom, trying to take over Jessup, trying to wake over Hannah right now, and Caleb Harmon in that running order in the 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, and that looks like the car got a little squirrely coming off the corner. Ryland Gray working up high. Jessup works the bottom, does a slide job, only goes up so far, didn't want to hit Gray and brings it back down. Shipley and Hannah gets up near the wall. I don't know which one hit it. I think Shipley got the right front on the straightaway wall. Here they come out of 2. I think there was a car spinning going into 3, but there is no yellows. Right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to get our battle. We're going to go back to Caleb Harmon in that fourth spot, and see if we can pick up some action to make the transfer with Caleb Harmon on board right now. Number 11, he's sitting right now in the 4th spot. That's the transfer to the A main final. So Alex Hannah is hot on his tail. Hannah, Berlin, Aiden, number 15, right behind him. Here comes Caleb Harmon right now, working on the back of the Shipley, number 42 in the 3rd spot. They're battling for the 3rd and 4th. You don't want to take each other out with 3 laps to go. That is the transfer spot. But here comes Alex Hannah, number 97. He sees these guys battling it out. They're starting to slow down a little bit, and Hannah's going to make some room, and you got a crash on the front straightaway, on the back straightaway coming out, and that looks like number 11, Caleb Harmon. He had a transfer spot. We told you about the transfer. You don't want to give that up, and you don't want to feel racy, even though it's for another row. But your running order and your winner, Ryland Gray, Mark Jessup in the 2nd, Jared Shipley in the 3rd, and Alex Hannah again, another night of luck, making the transfer to the A main final. What a battle. 3rd and 4th get into it. Cause a wreck. Shipley stays into it. He gets to make the transfer. That was exciting. But Caleb, something went wrong. Something broke. Maybe it's just a little too close. Maybe bounced off the wall. I'm not sure. But it definitely wasn't good to go to a transfer to the A and now work your way out of the soup, probably into the C. Not an easy task to do like Mark Jessup did it last night. Heat race number 4, starting to grid up for the United Dirt Sim Series 360 Unity Series Race Week number 3. Starting in the front row, in the number 7, Nathan Krappa. In the 2nd row, Carl Dietrich in number 2. In the 2nd row, inside in the 3rd spot, Justin Stoles in number 13. And in the outsider row, number 2, in the 4th spot, number 22, Darren Detweiler. In the 3rd row, inside number 5th position, Austin Vanderpool 2 in the 219. In the 6th spot, 192, David Carnes. In the 4th row, inside in the 7th position, number 26, your 2nd place finisher in a 305 gold this afternoon, Brian Kozak. And in the right, 8th spot, number 21, Ron Meister. In the 5th row, number 9, 9th position, number 40, Walker Berry. And in the 5th row, outside in the 10th spot, number 217, Jack Hitt. In the 6th row, starting grid all by himself, in the number 29, Justin Smolin. We're going to go here, racing here with about maybe a half a lap to go. Pace truck's going to come off, coming out of turn 4. No yellow flags, remember. Sometimes they will throw the yellow flag if there's a major crash at the start, but usually it doesn't happen, so we got to keep it green. Nobody wants to race 2 or 3 lap green lap shootout to make the transfer. It's not fair to the guys in the back. In front, I'm sure they want to do it, but you can't always think of ourselves what's best for us. We have to think what's best for everybody as a whole, and that's what United Dirt Sim Series does. They make the rules, they punish the rules, they penalize people. Everything's about what's best for everybody. It's not about what's best for the individual. So we're going to be coming down here shortly. The pace truck is still on the track. These guys are starting to bunch up nose to tail. Top 4 go to the transfer to the A main final. 11 cars on the track. Only take 4. Top 2 rows starting to bunch up. Starting to get nose to tail, trying to get closer. They don't want any of these guys are so close in racing. They don't want to give up any room. Here they come down to the green. They come down to the low side, try to go where the moisture's at. They didn't want the high side where it was slicking it up, but it's number 7. It's Nathan Croppa, number 7, working up, coming to low, working high, and here it comes. Oh, and we got a crash, a car upside down, and that was on the back straightaway. It's going to stay green. That was Carl Deitch in the wall. That wasn't good. That was he had a good start, came back a little bit, got tangled up and put it in the wall. He didn't do it. There was contact, but he knows that he has to get his car ready and try to work it from the lower mains. But right now, Justin Stoles, right now number 13 on the board, but he's car number 23 in the 3rd spot. There's no pressure on him. We're going to pick up Darren Detweiler, number 22. That's the battle for the 4th spot for the transfer. So Detweiler in 3rd, Kozak in the 4th spot. Darren now working himself into 3, coming out of 4. Detweiler in 3rd, Kozak in 4th, Carnes in the 5th spot. 4 laps to go. Here comes the 26 of Kozak up high. Detweiler stays on the bottom. Nathan is up on top. 2, 3, 4 pretty much bunched up. The 5th place car looks like it's David Carnes. He's not right now in contentions to make a move to, whoa, and that's your 4th place car. Brian Kozak clips the front straightaway wall coming off the turn number 4. He might have hit that crater we talked about early. Might have damaged his car a little bit. Let's see how that's going to play factor with 3 laps to go. So your running order right now looks like Stoles, Nathan, Detweiler, Carnes in the top 4, Walker Berry back in the 5th, Brian Kozak backs all the way to the 6th spot, takes him out of the transfer spot right now. Walker Berry moves over into the 5th spot. That's car number 40. Let's get our camera on him, see how it's looking, if he can make a move towards the 4th spot. Carnes, he's back a little bit. Carnes is 192. Nope, it doesn't look like he's going to have enough. The final lap's coming around, the checkered flag, and your running order is still Justin Stoles takes the win, Nathan Croppa in the 2nd, Darren Detweiler in the 3rd, and David Carnes in the 4th, and Brian Kozak is going to end up going to the B main. Jack Hitt in 6th, Walker Berry 7th, Ron Meister in the 7th, and Walker Berry in the 8th. The C main will be gridding up here now. I believe we're looking about 10 laps, I believe. And I think they're only taking 2. I don't have any records of it. iRacing changes it on me, but I think they're going to be taking 2. It's going to be 10 laps. Yeah, it's going to be 10 laps. Starts in 35 seconds. So we're going to grid these guys up now. C main event. B main drivers getting fuel in their car. I see those guys hustling and bustling. They covering up their tail tanks, putting the fuel in. They're going to get ready because 10 laps goes really quick here at USA International. Even though it's a long and big track, these guys are flying. So we're going to start with grid row number 1 in the front row. Hess is going to put some pressure on this guy, but I think he can handle it. He's a big guy, and he knows what to do because he's what you call full gas. Strap it down, strap up your ball belt, do whatever it takes. He's not lifting, trust me. And if he has a clear track in front of him, he's going to move. It's Anthony Goyette. In the number 2nd spot, front row, number 40, Walker Berry. In the 2nd spot, number 18. In the 3rd spot, Joshua Anders. In the 4th spot, Timothy Brantley in car number 5. In the 3rd row, starting in at 11, Caleb Harmon running strong today. In the 6th spot, outside row number 3, number 219, Austin Vanderpool from Vanderpool Racing. In the 7th spot, number 55, 4th row inside, Hayden Spike Harvey. And in the 8th spot, number 14th, outside row 4, Scott Powell. In the 5th row inside, 9th spot, Will Sargent, number 92. If he's related to Mike or Marshall Sargent, what talent that family has. Starting outside 5th row in the 10th, number 2, Carl Deitch. In the 6th row, in the 11th spot, Andrew Hansen, number 44. In the 12th spot, Blaine Brink, number 1. Starting in the 7th row, number 3. In the 13th spot, Scott Kimbrough. In the 14th spot, Justin Smolin, number 29. In the 8th spot, Joseph Feast, number 41. In the 15th spot, and in the 16th spot, number 94, Billy the Handsome Bowerman. In the 17th spot, number 24, Dante Brown. Like to thank our sponsor Design. Oh, here they come down to green. No time to thank our sponsors for just a flash, but I will get back with them right away. Coming down for the green, we're going to go with Anthony Goyette, starting on the inside. Goyette now is getting on the outside, followed closely by Walker Berry. Berry's on the inside, low in the cushion. Goyette up high, coming out of turn number 4. Hits that bump. The car pushes him to the inside. I told yellow flag comes out. That crater is getting bigger, and it's only the C main event. You're going to have to work these drivers are going to have to work their way around it. They're going to have to go over the top of it, but I tell you, you're not going to be full wood over the top of that. You're going to have to lift a little bit. I don't know what the percentage is, but if you're going to go over the top of that crater coming out of 4, you're going to have to lift, because if it doesn't, your car is just going to wag its dog tail, or it's going to go into the inside wall, because it's definitely going to push you out. So right now, 9 laps to go. It is a yellow under the C main because of probably the first lap crash. They like to race to the green. We don't like to use the yellows much, but when there's something critical in the first lap, we try to give everybody a chance to make it to the B main event, especially when there's only basically 2 cars that make that transfer. So right now, it's Walker Berry that's taking the lead. He led that lap before the yellow came out. Anthony Goyette second. Anders in that 3rd spot, followed closely by Caleb Harmon. Andrew Hansen. 6th spot, Vanderpool's working his way up. So it's really going to... These guys are strapping their belts up. I see all of them right now under yellow flag. They're pulling on their strap belts. They're tightening them up. They know that this is going to be a shootout with about 6 laps to go. Right now it's benefiting Berry and Goyette on the front row. That's giving them a little chance that they don't have to fight for the position. But Joshua Anders going, come on, let's go, guys. I know what I'm going to do. These drivers are thinking right now behind nose to tail what they're going to do. So they know only 2 make the transfer that I know of. It started off 10 laps, 7 laps ago. It's going to go 6 here shortly in about a quarter lap. Walker Berry's going to lead them off. The green flag is going to be off Walker Berry. He starts the race, not the flagman. The pace truck is staying out there right now going into 3. He's starting to speed the truck up. These drivers are going about 40 miles an hour. Little bit of distance between 2nd and 3rd. If I was Joshua, I'd kind of bunch up on that 29 a little bit more, because Walker Berry's going to get the jump, and you're not going to catch him off that jump. He got right in the moisture, got a good jump running forward. Walker Berry gets about a 3-4 car length lead. There's Anthony Goyette in the 2nd spot. That's the battle we're going to watch for a little bit. Goyette, here comes Joshua Anders. Andrew Hansen on the inside, taking over right now, still that 4 spot. Hansen's got Anders. Anders up right next to Goyette. Slides him up a little bit. Doesn't touch him, and Anders gets sideways. And there's a crash on the front on that back straightaway, and that looks like 4 or 5 cars in it. Now it's Berry, Goyette, Caleb Harmon, Goyette now wagging his tail. He's hard to keep that car under control. He better slide that wing back. He gets into the wall. Here comes Harmon, number 11. Caleb Harmon working on the inside. Going down the front straightaway they go. Harmon's got the edge right now because he had a good front pull on it. Way Goyette was on the wall. He had to give up that position. Here comes Joseph Feast, number 41, in that fourth spot. He's going to work on Goyette, fourth, fifth, and sixth, but the battle's for transfers right here. Harmon on the high side, Goyette on the bottom side. Goyette's been working the bottom all day in practice. Let's see if it's paid off for him right now. Harmon shoots it down. Goyette shoots it down. Harmon realized that he was fast and he's going to have to shut the door. Harmon pushed up. He lost some ground by doing that. And here comes Anthony Goyette, number 29, again on the inside. And I think Anthony's going to go around him by about a car length coming off turn number 4. Oh, and he does by about a quarter car length. This is for the transfer with 2 laps to go. Goyette might have to just put the foot down and slide up and maybe scare him, but don't hit him for that third spot. Caleb Harmon now in that second spot. Anthony Goyette going back down to the bottom. Harmon staying up. Goyette clipped the wall on the inside. Harmon clips the wall on the outside. What a battle for position to make the B main event. This is the final lap for the B main event. Who's going to make that transfer? Walker Berry just walks away with the Caleb Harmon in that second. Third spot, Anthony Goyette. Carl Deitch in the fourth. Blaine Brink in the fifth. So sixth is Will Sargent, Joshua Landers, Scott Kimbrough in the eighth. Great run from Scott Kimbrough. Dante Brown in the 17th. Bowerman in the 16th. Wow, what a race. This is getting exciting. I mean, this is just fun stuff, man. I can't wait to get to know these drivers. This is about my third or fourth. This is about my fourth now broadcasting, getting to know the sprint car guys, getting to know the drivers. iRacing messes up the numbers sometimes. It gets me excited, so I mess up. But you know what? This is just fun stuff. This is just fun stuff for the race fans. Fun stuff for the parents that are watching their children race out here. We have a lot of kids. A lot of parents are coming on here, so we try to keep it clean. We'll throw our jokes in there here and there, but we'll keep it as clean as we can keep it. And we never want to put down any drivers, even if we make a joke of it. We never really put down any individual driver because these guys got so much talent that they enjoy racing, and we got to make some light of it. All I wish is maybe I need to start my delivery service to all you people around the United States. So if you guys want to eat, I can have a delivery service deliver food to you. We don't have food here at USA International Raceway. We didn't buy the vendor contract, so we kind of screwed ourselves. So you race fans that are sitting up in the stands, we apologize for no beer and wieners and burgers, but we'll hopefully maybe get them lifted to you or Uber to you if you're hungry. Just let us know. Blast us a text and we'll send out the food. All right, starting grid for the B main event. Starting in row number 1. We're starting on the inside, double lot, Austin Stern. Second row, number 45, Justin Brister. In the second row, inside, third spot, 15, Aiden Berlin. In the fourth spot, Brian Kozak, number 26. In the third row, inside, Dustin Sargent, 77. In the sixth spot, 36, Steve Mueller. In the fourth row, starting 7th, Tyler Clowes, number 9. In the 8th spot, outside row 4, Jack Hitt, number 217. In starting 5th row, inside 9th, Chris Lawrence III, number 69. And our flagman, Alex M.D. Robinson, number 99. In the 6th row, number 30, Clarence Rosa. Congratulations, not drive a sprint car more than twice in the B main event. Ron Meister in number 12 spot, in number 21. Row 7, 13th, Raymond Kimmel, number 12. Chris Jones in the 14th, number 54. Row 8 in the 15th spot, your winner, Walker Berry, 40. And Caleb Harmon in the second position in the C main in the 16th spot, number 11. Anthony Goyette makes the transfer in the 33, finishing third. Carl Deitch in the 18, number 2, rounding off your final car count here for the B main event. Coming around, gonna start. We're gonna keep our eye on Austin Stern in the double aught. He's in the front row. He's gonna bring him down to the green along with the flagman. Here we go, going into turn 1. It's now Austin Stern falls back just a little bit on Justin Brister, number 9. Well, I don't have his number exactly right, but it shows 45 here. Aiden Berlin in that third spot in the number 15, and in the 16, Brian Kozak in 26 in that fourth spot. They will change in the next lap. It is not official until they come around and cross the start-finish line with 9 laps to go in the B main. Here they come out of 2 into 3. It's Brister, Stern, Kozak, Mueller, Hitt, Berlin, Robinson, your top 7. Klaus, Sargent, Lawrence, your top 10. Brister out in the lead by about car length and a half over Austin Stern in that second spot. I believe 8 cars make the main, 8 laps to go. Let's get our eyes on Brian Kozak, number 26. He's been battling out for that third spot. See if he can hold on to that. See if he's battling for a position right now. Nope, he's sitting all by himself also. We're going to go back one more spot. That's going to be Steve Myler. He's okay. That's a battle, but we look like we got a battle brewing for 5th and 6th right now between Jack Hitt and number 15, Aiden Berlin. And it looks like there's a car going in the pit lane that's got some damages. So the battle is 5th and 6th. Hitt and Berlin battling it out. Going down into turn 3. Coming down to 4. Coming on the back straightaway. Going to hit that bump. Let's see if it disrupts the car a little bit. Up, he's pretty much, they go around it. So the battle is only for 5th and 6th spot right now between Hitt and Berlin. Let's see if we can go farther back in the pack and see if we can see anything a little bit more exciting before we go back to our leader. And that's Chris Jones, number 54. And number 2, Carl Deitch in the 54. Working on the inside, a slider job. Comes up, had to get off the gas and let Tyler Close go. And Chris Jones, number 54. 4 laps to go. Let's pick up our leader, number 45. That's going to be Justin Brister right now in a very dominant, faster lead right now by about 6 car lengths. We got to give him some airtime. He hasn't been in front all day. Not saying he's not going to be, but he'd like to get some airtime. He's waving out the window to the fans saying, "Hi, guys. How y'all doing? Throw me a beer. I need one right now." Oh, and he comes out of 4, loosens up, hits that bump, gets the tail wagging a little bit, disrupted the car a little bit, not enough to make a difference. But here comes Stern and Kozak in the 2nd, 3rd spot with 2 laps to go, about 1.5 right now, going into 3, coming out of 4. So Brister, Stern, and Kozak all work around that bump. Hitt and Mueller now, Myler now, and Hitt is now battling for that 4th and 5th spot. They're transferring positions and swapping back and forth. Going on the inside, 26, Brian Kozak working on the inside, coming around for the checkered flag. That will be your finish and your running order. Congratulations to Justin Brister, number 45, with the win. Austin Stern 2nd, Brian Kozak 3rd, Jack Hitt 4th, Aiden Berlin 5th, Steve Myler in the 6th, Tyler Klaus 7th, Chris Jones the 18th in the 8th spot. Let's see if they take 8 or 12. I will look it up as see if I can get any information from the race director and see if he can let me know. But right now, that's the checkered flag. We're going to go into, I believe, a couple minutes of, warm-ups, 2 minutes of warm-up. And we're going to go right into the A main final 40-lap feature. Yellows do, caution do count. Yellow flag laps, make sure they're going to count. And we're going to have one heck of a battle going into turn 1. So we're going to get some practice laps, warm-up laps. Doesn't mean anything. The track is pretty much set where it is. These drivers have just made some changes, and they're going to fill their car out a little bit and see what they're doing and see if they can change something to make it better. They got about 1 minute and 12 seconds to do that in. But before we put up some lap times, let's go to our sponsors and like to thank them. Design Metal Art, Jessup Logistics, Sofa King, Fast Sim Sports, Pushing the Cushion Production, Speed World Hobbies, Works Graphics, And we don't have a pin flyer for the Goyette Trucking. Goyette Trucking, Anthony Goyette just came on as a sponsor about an hour ago, but we will have his name up on the next event, and we'll be glad to show him. But right now, these drivers are a little crazy right now. They are bumping and banging coming out of turn 2. You definitely don't want to wreck your car now. You might not be able to fix it in time, but they are bouncing off the wall. They're hitting that little bump crater coming out of 4, and it's just putting them in the wall. We're going to have an exciting race, and the race is going to count down in about 9 seconds. A main feature, United Dirt Sim Series 360 Unity Series Race Week number 3. There's a couple drivers that didn't come out to warm up. There's only about 9 drivers that went out and warmed up. I guess some of these drivers feel comfortable. They're putting on the right tires, making sure they got the right fuel. They don't run out of gas. It happens. They're making a shock change, I'm sure, maybe a sway bar change because the track's getting a little greasier. The cushion's moving up to the top. They're going to be running a wall. A couple cars going to be on the bottom. You got that crater in turn 4. All of what I just said, what's that going to equal out to? Racing action here at USA International Speedway with United Dirt Sim Series and Pushing the Cushion production. We're going to go in to get our cars gridded up, and we're going to start our gridding order right now in row number 1 inside number 28, Hunter Crum. In the second row outside, walked away from the heat race, number 79, Billy Raleigh. In the second row inside in the third spot, Ryland Gray in the 06, and in the fourth spot, number 13, keep your eye on this man, Justin Stoll. In the third row inside, number 5th spot, Aaron Gurowitz, number 199, and in the sixth starting spot in the third row outside, number 59, Alex Peck. In the 7th starting spot, 4th row inside, number 19, the man on a mission, we're going to call him for tonight, and the moisturizer king, Mark Jessup. In the 8th spot, number 7th, outside 4th row, Nathan Krapa. In the starting grid, row number 5, number 111, Cameron Hennigan in the 5th row. Outside in the 10th spot, number 56, Randy Shreves. In the 6th row, inside in the 11th spot, Jared Shipwrecked in the number 42. And in the number 12th spot, 6th row outside, Darren Detweiler, number 22. 7th row in the 13th spot, number 25, the winner of today's 305 Gold, the buckshot himself, Billy Brickley. In the 14th spot, Chance Crum, number 83, that's won a race already this year. In the 8th row, inside, number 15, the handsome one himself, number 97, Alex Hanna. In the 16th, 192, David Carnes. In the 9th row, number 45, Justin Brister, and Austin Stern in the double lot in the 18th spot. In the 10th row, in the 19th spot, Brian Kozak, 26, and Jack Hitt in the 20th spot, number 217. In the 11th row, inside in the 21st position, number 15, Aiden Berlin, and the 26th spot, 22nd spot, you're going to have Steve Myler in the number 36. And in the 12th row, 23rd spot, Tyler Clowes, number 9. And Chris Jones, number 54, in the 24th spot. We're going to be going green flag actions here in the next lap. This is going to get exciting right now. We're going to get our cameras on the leader, Hunter Crum, going to bring him down to the green flag. The pace truck's coming out of 4, speeds up the gas in that truck, gets off the track. He knows he's going to have 360s right in his rear. If he don't, they're coming down for the green flag. Hunter Crum gets on the gas. Billy Raleigh follows him. Raleigh's fast, been up front, been on the top. Crum throws a slider up there, blocks Raleigh, but Raleigh says, I'm not having any part of it. Watch this move going into turn number 3. Raleigh pushes a slider, pushes up in front of Crum. Gray in the 4th spot. Stoles, Gurowitz in that running order after 1 lap, 40 laps, 39 laps to go. Let's set ourselves back. Crum now is starting to, in that 2nd spot. Raleigh starting to pull away about a car length in that number 28 car. That's your leader. Billy Raleigh in the 79, Hunter Crum in 2nd, Justin Stoles 3rd, Alec Peck 4, the buckshot Billy Brickley now moving to the 5th spot, Mark Jessup moving to the 6th, Darren Detweiler moving to the 8th, Aaron Gurwitz moves up to the 7th spot. Right now, Raleigh starting to pull away a good, comfortable 2-car length lead. Crum sitting by himself. Raleigh is still, let me get this. I apologize. It is Jack. Yeah, Raleigh's in the lead. Hunter Crum in the second spot. The position showed hit in first, and that's not going to happen. I didn't see that happening. So it was just a little glitch in the positioning. Yellow flag comes out on lap number 4. Billy Roddy, Hunter Crum, Stoles. Stoles gets on the side of Crum. Maybe a little intimidation. Getting on the back bumper, showing a little love. Billy Raleigh has been fast tonight. Staying on top, hitting his marks. Raleigh, number 79, is just really fast. They're going to have to do something to get him to slow down a little bit. He has not ventured out on the bottom. He hasn't gone where the real moisture at when he needs to. He's staying on the top, hitting his marks, and that's all he has to do. He doesn't have to worry about anybody in front of him. Started to get in already in traffic on lap 4. Maybe caused a little problem. Car kind of got crashed out on a back marker or slowed on the track. Brought him in a pitch. Yellow flag comes out. But there's your running order right now in the top 10 and all the way to the top 15 with 6 laps down, 34 to go. This is just still going to get exciting. There's nothing more than it's going to get better, guys. Race fans, viewers, it's going to get better. Raleigh now going to take him off. Pace truck's going to come in here one more lap. Going to go into pits. Billy Raleigh gets to start him. Let's see if he goes down to the bottom where the moisture's at, or is he going to start up on top? I think he's going to drop to the bottom and get where the moisture is to get some forward bite. You need to get if you can get him to get Crum about 2 car lengths behind him, Raleigh's going to be hard to catch. But keep your eyes on the buckshot Billy Brickley in the 5th spot. He won earlier today. He won 410 last night. Mark Jessup's on the mission. He's in that 6th spot, better position than he was last night. Ryland Gray, Cameron Hannigan, here they come. Raleigh's going to start him. Let me see if I can go back into the 3rd spot with Justin Stoles, see if I can get a little bit of traffic and get you spectators to get some action right now on the 3rd and 4th. Raleigh, I believe, is going to check out for a minute. There's nothing going to happen there. Starts on the bottom where the moisture's at. Here he comes down the front straightaway. Raleigh gets that 2-car length lead. Crum in that 2nd spot. Stoles in the 3rd. Raleigh now ventures to the bottom. He wants to get some moisture. Here comes Mark Jessup now in the 14 car, in the red and white car, taking over the 4th spot. He's going to work on 3rd. Now, Stoles gets up in the wall. Jessup in that 4th spot. Let's go to Jessup and see if we can get that car and get that 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th spot. All the battles right now. The buckshot behind Jessup in the 5th spot. 4th spot, 5th spot, Stoles. 6th spot's Beck. Number 14 is Mark Jessup. 28 is Alex Hanna. The 00 is actually the buckshot. Right there is position 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Oh, the buckshot almost got the rear bumper of Mark Jessup that's moving into the 2nd spot. The buckshot goes to the bottom. Jessup clips the wall. The buckshot's going to slide it up. I guarantee it. And there he comes. Slides right in front of Jessup and takes over the 2nd spot. Stoles in the 4th. Hunter Crum in the 5th. Alex Pex in the 6th. The buckshot is staying low where he doesn't like to be very long. He's going to probably go to the top here, but he'll do whatever it takes, and he knows what's the fastest way around. So if he stays on the bottom, that's the fastest way around. Now Mark Jessup backing up to the 5th spot, starting to lose some ground on Crum and Stoles and Brickley. Oh, Jessup in the wall, trying to get off the wall. Couldn't get off the wall. Lost valuable time right now. He's going to move all the way to the 6th and the 7th spot. 12 laps down, 28 laps to go. Billy Raleigh, let's pick up our leader and see how much comfortable lead that race this guy has right now. 79, Billy Raleigh coming out with the Jessup Logistics side sponsor on the side of his engine mount. Coming out of turn 2. Going into 3, running the high side. got a very comfortable lead right now, running 21.53s, but the Buckshot is running 21 flats. The Buckshot is 5/10 faster than the field right now, and he's in the second spot working the high side. Raleigh works the bottom. He thinks he's going to get down there and maybe get some moisture to get some more speed, get some more forward bite on the Buckshot. But here comes Hunter Crum on the back of Brickley now in the number 25 car, but double odd on the wing for you spectators. So the battle now, the Buckshot on top. Hunter Crum takes over the second spot with a bottom end feeder, little catfish now eating off the bottom, but Brickley now gets a very good hole shot coming off the corner. Nice forward bite, let off about 2 car lengths in front of Crum. Crum's not battling. He's showing the low line. He's going to go to the bottom. I guarantee it. Brickley high. There goes Crum back on the bottom. He wants that position. He's starting to spread himself out away from the 4th place car, which is Justin Stoles. Ryland Gray in the 5th, Peck in the 6th. Our running order right now. Let's see if we can get them on the screen for you spectators. It's Billy Raleigh checking out a little bit. Still Raleigh's running the high side. Here comes the Buckshot. Raleigh with a 21.494. The Buckshot with a 21.2. He just picked up another 0.2. So the Buckshot has picked up 0.8 of a second in the last 3 laps. Raleigh's trying to figure out where am I going to stay. He's keeping his eye on Brickley. Every time he gets into that turn, throws it sideways. He sees the Buckshot on the inside. Crum's on the inside. Buckshot's going to bring it up to the top and coming down the straightaway, and brings it up towards the wall. He's going to go back down to the bottom. He's the bottom feeder right now. Billy Raleigh staying on top. The Buckshot's in the grass mowing the lawn. I don't want to leave this right now, but let's just go back a couple positions, race fans, see if we can find somebody battling it out. There's no battles for any of the top 10 positions right now, so we're going to have to go up back to the top with Billy Raleigh, because here comes the Buckshot himself. He's still facing back. He's losing some ground on Raleigh. Raleigh's got something figured out right now. He's got traction, you call it. He's on the bottom. He's on the top. Raleigh can run anywhere. Yellow flag comes out at the halfway part. No more yellow flags. No more EOLs. No more black flags waved. It's 21 lap, halfway point. Nobody gets anything. If you crash, you crash, and you get what you get. That's what's fun and great about UDSS. Right now, we have changed the rules a little bit about after the first or second race. We cannot allow to have black flags cleared. We can't have crashes fixed, and you want wave arounds. It's just not fair to the competitors, no matter if they're running up front and they never up front. It's not fair to those guys that they get a faster competitor crash his car and come up and take that position. So that rule is basically, and could be changed more later on after this season, it's changed to benefit all racers, not one individual. And that's what's great about that rule change. Give a little side note, UDSS did sign a contract to take over Midwest Modifieds. So UDSS is now the proud owner of Midwest Modifieds, and they're going to get into the UMP structures of races. So look forward to seeing that in the next week or so. UDSS has a lot of great things coming. Dave Ward, the CEO of UDSS, Billy the Buckshot Brickley as the team manager administrator that helps out with all the computer work. You got Danson Hansen, Darren Detweiler, Alex Hanna. You got so many people behind the scenes that you got to give the thanks to these guys, because this is only our 4th or 5th race of our entire inaugural UDSS. We just started this year. We're getting car counts up to 48, 50 entries. I can't ask for more than that. So congratulations, my hat's off to UDSS for everything they've done to make this a very successful league at this time. And there's a lot of great leagues out there. So I encourage all you drivers to visit United Dirt Sim Series, like us on Facebook and YouTube. Go race with other organizations. I'd love for you to do that. Come over and race with us. There's nothing wrong with sharing the love, because there's a lot of great organizations out there that we're going to go race with them also. So let's keep our eye on Billy Raleigh coming down for the green flag. Raleigh stays in the moisture, stays on the bottom. Brickley is no slouch. There's restarts. He probably knew that Raleigh was going to do that, so he's a little closer this time, but Crum is working on the inside, trying to get around the buckshot. Number double aught now showing on his wing. Raleigh's up high, getting his right rear against the wall. Could harm you if you get too close to it. I have a feeling someone's going to ride that wall by the end of this race because that cushion is getting about 12 inches from the wall, guys. And if you need to know the measurement, don't look down because that's not 12 inches. Here they come now. It's Raleigh, Brickley, and Crum, and the yellow flag comes back out right now. This is definitely going to benefit Billy Raleigh at this time. The buckshot, you don't want to give him too many more chances, though. That's the scary part. The buckshot is a great hole shooter. He shoots right from the hips. He has a great starts. He knows what to do. But this is going to benefit Billy Raleigh a little bit, I would think, just because he gets to start the green. Nobody else knows what he's going to do. He can slow it down. He can, maybe not so much speed it up, but he could wait till another 100 feet pass coming out of turn 4. So this is all on Billy Raleigh, what he's doing. He's thinking about what he's doing. He's seeing that moisture. He takes it to the bottom under slow speeds. He's looking around. He's seeing where's all that moisture at. What can I do to get this buckshot off my tail? Because it's just one unbelievable race right now. Brickley's going to try to get on the side of him a little bit, trying to intimidate him. Brickley likes to intimidate people. He doesn't intimidate me. He doesn't do that at all. So there's your order. Raleigh, Brickley, Crum, Stoles, Gray, Crum, Peck, and that's Chance Crum in 6. Jessup, Hannah, Detweiler in the top, looks like the top 10 spots with Randy Shreve sitting out on the top 10. Justin Brister, Nathan Croppa, and David Carnes in the top 13. So the pace truck should be coming around right now and possibility getting off the track. Nope, we're going to go one more. Winding down those laps. 14 laps to go. 26 down. I hope you race fans are excited as I am. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I apologize for heat number 1. I thought I was announcing the heat number 1 was very exciting, and then I found out my mic was unplugged. That's where you call losing the talent that you have. I never had any, but I definitely lost more of it. Man, I'm going to need a drink after this. I'm going to the grandstands. If any of you guys like to join me, stay 6 feet away. We'll have a beer. I'll purchase it. I'll buy all the beer for you guys if you want to sit up in the grandstands with me following this race, and we can shoot the breeze. Here they come. Billy Raleigh. Pace truck's coming in. Raleigh comes down, gets in the moisture. Everybody stays in the moisture. Nobody really goes up on top because they know there's no traction there. 12 laps to go. Raleigh's against the wall in the cushion. Brickley's probably working the bottom. Let's see, is he staying on top? Nope, he's staying on top. Crum's working the bottom. Brickley now, here he comes back again, trying to look at that 79 on the bottom. And if Brickley gets another 2 car lengths, I guarantee you're going to see a slide job like no other. And I've never seen him not do one correctly. So this is the scary part when Brickley's behind you. Can he slide up? Is Billy Raleigh ready for it? Has he raced against Brickley enough to know what he's going to do? But Raleigh's on the top side. Here comes Brickley going into 3. Going to come out of 4. Is he going to slide up or stay in the moisture? Doesn't have enough momentum to take over that second spot, but he definitely makes up a ground 3/10 of a second on that last lap. So Brickley just made up 4/10 of a second since the start. Yellow flag comes back out. Billy Raleigh is just sweating bullets right now, but he's driving one hell of a race right now. He's got a lot of confidence. He knows what his car's doing. He feels comfortable against that high side, against the wall. I could have told you I do too, but I was in 3rd waiting for a transfer yesterday in A main, and what do? I clobber the wall. I look around and said, what guy hit me? What driver? I'm going after him. It didn't happen. There was nobody near me, so I couldn't blame anybody. But I was already in the bar across the street loading up my trailer complaining about the guy that hit me, and everybody in the bar is laughing at me, and I'm going, what's wrong? They're going, what are you talking about? You sound like every other racer. It's always someone's fault. And I'm laughing. So I end up buying another round of beer. My wife has a good credit card, so, who cares? I'll buy anybody beer. If you want to drink with me, I'll buy. Here we go, race fans. This is coming down to the metal. coming down to who's got the best car, who's most consistent, and what can you ask for with the top 5 guys? Raleigh, Brickley, Stolz, Crum, and Crum. Those are 5 consistent drivers. Don't know much about Ryland Gray, but I'll tell you what, he's been up on top all day long, so don't count him out. Alec Peck, I know he's been up in the top 3 spots before, and in a finishing order in the A main feature. Alex Hanna, always there. Mark Jessup, Mr. just comes out of nowhere. You never know what he's up to. Darren Detweiler just flirts around in the top 10 always, but then before you know it, he's in the top 3 or top 4. And Randy Shreves, a winner, past winner in other forms of our classes. Can't count him out. Alan Gerwitz, David Carnes. This is getting exciting, race fans. 8 laps to go. Billy Raleigh's going to bring him down to the green flag. Here we go again. Pacetrack's going to come off here shortly. He's going down the back straightaway at this time. Or I'm sorry, yeah, he's coming down the back straightaway. He should be coming off right now. Oh my gosh. You're going to be able to throw a quilted blanket over these top 3 guys here in just a second. These guys got their elbows up. That's what you call it. If there's a race team called elbows up, this is what these guys are going to do. Elbows up. Here they come. Raleigh with the jump. 2-car length lead on Billy Brickley. Crum now is trying to get on the inside, I'm sure. I don't want to take my eyes off Billy Raleigh. He's the leader, but we might have to here in just a second. Nope, because Buckshot's hot on his tail, and Crum now is losing over the 4th spot to Justin Stolz. Takes over the 3rd. Chance Crum, Hunter's brother, is now in the 5th spot, working him on the outside. Crum still on the inside. Billy Raleigh up on top against the cushion. 6 laps to go. Is the Buckshot going to have something for Raleigh? I don't know. He's always my pick to win it, but Raleigh looks very strong right now, and he hasn't looked weak 1 lap, 1 turn through this entire event. But let's see what the Buckshot, what kind of pressure he can put on Raleigh. Raleigh's just running fast, running clean with the Jessup Logistic logo on the side of his engine hood. There's a lot of money in that engine, I guarantee you. Jessup Logistics, that's a $40,000 motor. Raleigh starting to stretch a lead now on Brickley by 0.2 of a second on that lap. Coming down with 5 laps to go. Here's your running order up on the screen. Raleigh, Brickley. Brickley's falling off the pace a little bit. Stolz in that 3rd spot. Crum in the 4th spot. Let's see if I can pick up that 3rd and 4th spot, because that's where it's getting exciting right now. Who's battling for position? 3 laps to go. The Buckshot, Billy Brickley in a second. I don't think has anything for Billy Raleigh. Not saying that he's not going to win it, but I'll tell you what, Raleigh is railing. The battle for the 4th spot, Ryland Gray right there in the 06, very comfortable in the 06. It's Crum and Chance Crum, Hunter Crum, and Mark Jessup battling it out for the 5th and 6th with 2 laps to go. We're going to go back to the leader, to Billy Raleigh, because we want to see him take the checkered. If he's going to take it, we want him to have all the stream time and live TV actions for you race fans. It's Raleigh now starting to pull out 0.7 of a second. Checkered flag. Your winner. Unbelievable run in the heat races and the main event. Never really gave up the lead one bit. Number 79. From Jessup Logistics, Billy Raleigh. In the 2nd spot, number 25, the double out of Billy Brickley. In the 3rd spot, Chance Crum. 4th, Ryland Gray. 5th, Hunter Crum. And 6th, Mark Jessup. 7th, Alex Hanna. 8th, Darren Detweiler. 9th, Randy Shreves. And 10th spot will be Justin Brister. Stick around, race fans. We're going to have an interview with the top 3. If anybody's leaving, don't forget, go to United Dirt Sim Series, YouTube, Facebook, like our page. You want to race, send us a message. We'll get back with you as soon as possible. As soon as possible. We want you to race with us. We want you to race with everyone. That's what's part of this love of iRacing and sim racing. We want to race with all the leagues. The more cars race with all the leagues, the more car count, the more competition. So enjoy your night tonight. If you're leaving now, we'll do the interview. God bless you. Thank you for coming out. Hope to see you soon. I'm going to run down here from the tower. We're going to get our microphone in the top three drivers here of Billy Raleigh, Billy Brickley, Chance Crum. We're going to get an interview with them. We're going to see how they did and how they felt what they could have done to make it better. But we're going to do a quick interview here in about 10 seconds. All right, we're going to go to our third place finisher, Chance Crum. Do you have the microphone? Oh, buddy, man, what a run! First of all, I like to say that it's what a battle. In the points right now, you're leading by about 2 points. Brickley finishes in front of you. You finish in second. You finish with a third and a first, and now a third again. What consistency, man! What's making you so consistent?
I don't know. I got a good team of guys we're working with. My brother Hunter, my friend Alex and Justin. We're having a lot of fun racing these races. It's a pretty competitive league and some really good racing. And so they helped me out. We got the setup dialed in pretty good, and the car's feeling real good.
Well, good, man. Yeah, I mean, you're running strong. You were working a little bit all over. You couldn't make up a lot of time on Billy. You'd get up there and you back off a little bit. Where did you feel? Did you feel the high side was the only side that you could have ran? Did you feel like you could have made a move on the bottom a little bit, but it was scared to try because it was much a freight train, top 6, 7 cars, single file? Or what do you feel about that?
Yeah, for me, I ran the top most of the race, and so coming down late, I just hadn't had any laps at the bottom yet, and didn't really want to try something different and risk making a mistake because both lanes with how slick and wide it got, you really needed to hit your marks, and so I just kind of stuck with what I was doing since it was working all right, and just kind of maintained there, and didn't really have anything for the two Billies up here in first and second. They were really fast, but had some good racing throughout the field with some guys, so it's cool.
That's awesome. Did you feel the bump, that little crater in turn four, or were you missing it a lot, or was that car making you? It looked like the car was jumping a lot. Did you hit it a few times, and were you getting off the throttle to go around it?
Well, I was trying to go around it. It worked about half the time. Half the time, I got a little bit of error sometimes. It feels like. Yeah, I was definitely getting a treacherous bump there. I saw the leaders were getting around it really well, and so I was trying to mimic that a little bit. We did all right, but hopefully, can learn from that going forward.
Well, I think it was a great race, a nice podium. There was the competition was so stiff tonight, and it keeps getting stronger. But what a great run! You can't ask for more than that. A third, a first, and a third. Is there anybody that you would like to thank, or any of your sponsors you would like to thank before I let you go?
Yeah, I'd like to give a big thank you to Wicked Cushion, Southern Pacific Farms, Airvan Moving, Joe's Racing Products, CSI Shocks. Thank you guys for putting this race on and having me. It was a lot of fun.
Well, it was great. I'm almost losing my voice. I'm sure people saying I get too excited, but I'll get better when we start learning all the drivers' names and the color of their cars. But fantastic job. Thank you for coming out. I hope to see you again soon, and have a good night.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, now that was Chance Crum, your third place finisher for tonight's A main final for the 360 Unity Series. Let's see if we can get the buckshot here and get my microphone down to him. Billy, you got the mic?
I got you, Billy.
Man, we talk more in the podium stuff than we do in person. I mean, I know we don't talk a lot, but what you couldn't catch Billy. That's pretty. He had his car running. Don't you agree?
Yeah, Riley's somebody I look up to quite a bit. He's one of the fast guys, He made the Pro Series, so he's definitely one to run. I could keep up with him. I wasn't going to pass him, but I feel like I did a pretty good job just to be able to keep up with him. And then Chance behind me, and so Chance is always a good driver too. He's always fast, so I'm pretty happy with second, and I'll take that.
Well, yeah, you're like with Chance right now, the two guys that are leading the points series. He got a third and a first, you got a third and a first, he got a third, you got a second. That's going to be a battle to the end. You ventured to the bottom. I know you don't like it. You say a lot, but you had to venture. Did you feel when you went down there? And did you feel that you made up a little? I think you made up at least a half a car length every time you did it, but you didn't want to stay down there too long naturally. Was it working for you?
I had to do it early on. Otherwise, I was going to pass guys. Couldn't pass otherwise at the beginning. I know it's going to make up car top and try to reel Billy in. But I think we were about even. I wasn't going to be able to reel him in at all.
Yeah, a couple times, you were getting squirrely. I had to jump in the cockpit. I was actually, you might not have felt it, but I was actually sitting on your lap for about 2 laps. I was trying to motivate you to come on, let's get going, man. We need to get this thing rolling. But you ran the high side. The car looked good. You won the 305 earlier today. Now you're back on the podium with second. Was it getting a little slicker out there? And did you hit that little that bump coming out of Ford? Did it disrupt you? Because I know you're a master at going over that. A lot of guys are not. So how did that disrupt you?
Yeah, it was pretty slick. The bump wasn't bad today. The 360 just didn't seem to feel it as much, but I didn't have as good of a car tonight as I did in the fourth pitch, and I knew that going in. But it still, all in all, wasn't a bad car. We finished second, so I can't complain. But yeah, track was perfect early on. It changed us where we wanted to. I think it did exactly what we were hoping.
Well, that's great. It was what a great race by everyone, especially all you guys up front, all the guys in the back. There was really some clean race, and I think we only had like maybe 3 or 4 yellows, but really no major incidences with anybody. I'm sure UDSS goes over and reviews the whole race and hands out penalties like they should because we try to keep UDSS known as having some of the best and clean racers. Is there anybody that you'd like to thank and your sponsors, please?
Yeah, I got thanks Sophie King Fat Sports, Jessup Logistics Design Metal Arts, Works Graphics, Speedboat Hobbies, and Pushing the Cushion Productions for the broadcasting, and UDSS. Try hard to bring everything good for these guys, and I hope it's showing through in our broadcast.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, you could probably find someone else to announce the races. I get so pumped up, man. It's not even funny, but great job.
Billy's the man.
Great job, my friend. Billy helps me out so much. Good job. Congratulations. And we'll probably talk to you here in interviews and in the league here in about 15 minutes. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
We're going to go to our winner. Billy Rowley. Billy, you got your ears on. This is Billy up in the tower.
How are you doing, sir?
No, wait a minute. How are you doing, sir? What a night. How excited can you be? You dominated the heat race. And it's not putting anybody down. You got in front, you dominated the lead. Your car was working. Were you really that comfortable that you were just like just hitting your marks?
Yeah, actually, teammate of mine, Shay Paulo, he ran with you guys last night.
Fast fast cat. Yep.
He stumbled across something last night and sent it over to me today and threw it on there. And it was just a rocket. Really didn't touch too much of it. Just changed gear and a little bit of wheel spacing, and she was cooking really good. It was good on the bottom, good on the top. Felt really good.
You were painting your lines out there. I thought you were just you were in a parking lot just painting your lines. You were hitting your marks. You were running high. You were running low. The starts having Billy Brickley behind you, which is a pretty good starter himself. But like I told the race fans and the viewers, keep your eye on Brickley because he's good. But I think Billy Riley's got this a little bit coming off. You looked like you were slowing, under yellows. You were going down to the bottom, looking for more moisture to get that start because I knew that you were going to master this. And if you got about a 2-3 car lane lead start and gotten that moisture and got some forward bite, you were going to be gone. And were you looking for that moisture because you really started down on the bottom most of the restarts, didn't you?
Yeah, you really have to. I was actually starting to get worried the second to last restart we had because I committed myself to running the top there. I went to the bottom a few times early just to kind of see how it was, and I saw the bottom started going away more and more, and then I saw Billy coming on the bottom in 3 and 4 especially, and I just figured no, don't go down there and blow it. Just stick with what you're doing, and hopefully it'll work out like we hoped, and was able to do that. But yeah, Billy's extremely fast. Billy and Chance, and a lot of fast guys in here. It was pretty fun race, and always enjoy running with.
Well, we loved having you, and it was nice that you took the win. You come out and race with us. But on turn 4, I talked about it with everybody, and you had the lead. Coming off 4, that bump wasn't as crazy as it was yesterday with the 410s. But was it disrupting you a little bit, or were you trying to roll over instead of kind of keep your foot down in the pedal?
There was a 360s don't seem to be near as bad as what the 410s do. But yeah, you just have to. It's just about car placement of putting it, you kind of straddling a hole, or at least if you know you're going to hit it, make sure you got your wheel right when you do hit it, so that way it doesn't jerk you too bad one way or the other. That was really one of the biggest reasons why I thought about going to the bottom was I've lost a few races here leading late and hit that hole and put me in the wall. So luckily it wasn't the case tonight. But yeah, it was starting to get bad though with about 10 or 15 to go.
Yeah, I always thought, when we purchased this track to run in our series from iRacing, I always wanted to come out here in the middle of the night and kind of dig it up and see what's actually under there because that's the only part that is kind of like sinks around here. But not to get too personal on your setups and stuff, but were you working your wing a little bit, or did you have it pretty much set and not touch it?
No, actually, I started it back a little bit at the beginning of the race, and then about 15 to go, I moved it back a little bit just because I felt like I was starting to slip off the corners. Um, but it didn't affect. I was just with these, you have to worry so much about bringing it back too far that it makes it too tight on entry, or just even too tight in the center to where it starts, snapping loose on you actually. And so I was just going slower and slower, but um, or moving it back slower and slower instead of, the 410s you can be a little bit more aggressive with it. With these 360s, it seems like they like to be a little bit looser on the looser side, and left the wing forward a little bit more than normally do, but um, yeah, about the same as what we normally do. So um, yeah, never really bringing it back past five, at least in a 360 anymore. So uh, but yeah, it's definitely the only tool that you have in a wing car to make yourself either better or worse. And um, Mark Jessup, another one of my teammates that was running tonight, he was moving his around quite a bit in traffic. I had the luxury of being out front. You don't have to really, you just kind of focus on running your line, so you don't have to worry about it too much. But running the bottom, I think if I would have committed to it more, I definitely would have pulled it back more than I did.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is honestly is bring it back too far. Riding up in the wall, you're only about 12 inches from it. Some people think it was 16 inches, but I think they measure wrong. Some of these males get off the side of measurements, but you don't want your car to push too much and hit that wall because that concrete wall will hurt you, won't it?
Oh yeah, this is one of those places where if you can get away with hitting it with the right rear, every once in a while coming off the corner, but if you hit it at all, pretty much with the right front and the center of the corner, it's pretty much game over.
Well, I'd like to thank you for coming out. Congratulations on the win. Is there anybody that you'd like to especially thank and your sponsors before you leave?
Yeah, big thanks to all the boys doubles at SimSport. I've had a rough couple weeks with the Pro Series, so it's been a stressful couple weeks, and they've kept me up and kept me going. Anderson Speedway in Anderson, Indiana. Get your little 500 tickets whenever the race may be. Currently, it's still the end of May, but we'll see how the whole coronavirus treats us. But um, Jessup Logistics, Motorsports Beat, uh, Catch Fence Apparel, just everybody that helps out on this deal. Um, really appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you coming out and racing with us. And honestly, I hope you come back. You are a class act and professional, and watching you race was simply marvelous because there's such a talent in this field. But it's always nice to keep seeing the talent and watching you guys race and see how easy that you make it look, especially for us beginners. That gives us hope that maybe one day we can go to that level. But thank you, congratulations, have a good night, and see you soon.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, we'll probably be back next week. Hopefully, we can run more of these, and then hopefully we can get into some of the 410 races on Sundays too. But I really appreciate you guys putting this league on. It's a fun deal, and everybody that's involved with it's really good to work with. And I know we've had a lot of fun running it, and we may actually bring in some USAC guys, some USAC sprint car guys with us in the next couple weeks. So we got a couple of those guys hooked up on iRacing this week, so we may be able to get them in here for a race or two soon.
Well, we thank you very much. Have a good night. Go get a nice cold drink and some food. You need it. You deserve it. You burned some calories. And have a good night. Thank you.
You too. Peace out.
Well, that was our winner, Billy Raleigh. What can you say? Ran a perfect race all night long. Ran a perfect heat race, perfect main event. Had the best of the best behind him. He held them off. Congratulations to everybody that came out. Congratulations to everybody that of our viewers that came out and watched this. We hope to see you again. United Dirt Sim Series. Go to our Facebook page. Go to our YouTube. Click like. Come and join us. God bless you, and good night from United Dirt Sim Series.